Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Ruhakadesh Barakatan Akims Kwanja Shurala. Alright, man, this is for the hopeful elect, man. Man, Akims, I love you, man, because you know what? We were chosen, man, you know, to do this work, man, and we love doing our Father's work. And a lot of, Tutor Kunji, man, we already knew they were never going to be part of this great awakening. But a lot of jakes, man, they were on the fence, and even in the truth, man, they decided that they love Babylon and all this fucking filth that it gives, and the line has been drawn, man. People's true colors are coming out. So you know what, man? Hey, Shalom, man, to all my Akims, man. We're gonna do this work, man. Always led by the Spirit, man. We're gonna do Yesha Yahu, man. We're almost done doing the whole book of Isaiah, man. We're gonna do from chapter 1 to chapter 4, man. And then later 62 to 64, because those are the chapters I only have left to complete the book, man, and do my proclamation and my testimony to our Elohim, man. And our Shire, man, because we do love the Father. So let's do this, family. And this is for you wicked ass jakes, man. Two coon jakes, and the jakes that fell off, man, because their name wasn't written in the book of life. The wickedness of Judah says, Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Most High has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knows his owner, and the donkey his master, but Israel does not know. My people do not consider. Yeah, man, because we tried, man, and we show them proof anything, but, man, they love this fucking evil shit so much, man. Allah, sinful nation, see? Grow up your name, Abba. A people laden with iniquity, a brood of evildoers, children who are corrupters. They have forsaken the Most High, and they have provoked the anger of the Holy One of Israel. They have turned away backwards. Why why should you be stricken again? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. Yeah, man, because our people are sick, man. Yeah, man, you so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you're fucking self-destructive. You love what's bad for you, man, and you hate what's righteous, man. And the whole heart is faint. From the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed or bound up or soothed with ointment. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Strangers devour your land in your presence, and it is desolate and overthrown by strangers. So the daughter of Zion is left as a booth in a vineyard, as a hut in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Unless the Elohim of hosts had left to us a very small remnant, we would have become like Saddam. It's like Saddam, and would have been made like Gomorrah. Yeah, man, that means if it wasn't, for his ever mercy, man, to preserve a one-third remnant, man, we would be destroyed, man. Hear the word of the Most High, you rulers of Saddam. Yeah, man, that's you fucking kunjaks that, bought into this fucking Edomite philosophy and gave ears to the law of Elohim, you people of Gomorrah. That's you sodomite and fucking dyke lesbian bitches from the Israelites, man. Jake, man. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices to me, says the Most High? I have had enough of burnt offerings of ram and the fat of fed cows. I do not delight in the blood of bulls or the lamb of goats. When you come to appear before me, who has required this from your hand? To trample my courts, bring no more futile sacrifices, incense and abomination to me. The new moons, the Sabbaths, and the calling of assemblies, I cannot endure iniquity and the sacrifice meeting. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hates. They are a trouble to me. I am weary of bearing them. When you spread out your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Even though you make many prayers, I will not hear you. Your hands are full of blood. There you go. See, man, that's why we lost, our new moons, and we lost our appointed seasons, man, because we weren't worthy of withholding all those anointed seasons, man. Imperfected, filthy people, man. So he stripped us of our identities and of our anointed times and feasts, man. Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean. Put away the evil of your doings before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Rebuke the oppressor. Defend the fatherless. Plead for the widow. See, yeah, man, he says to rebuke the oppressor. I mean, to rebuke Esau, man, and his fucking devil ways, man. Defend the fatherless. That's Israel, man, because, Our father forsake us, man, because we fucked up, so they were fatherless. And plead for the widow. Widow is Jashurala, man, because she doesn't have her bride, and her bride is the Mashiach, Yahushai. Come now and let us reason together, says the Most High. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured by the sword. For the mouth of the Most High has spoken. There you go. Even now, he's still asking you to, to come back because he loves you, man. But now he's going to utterly destroy you, man, with nuclear thermal fire, man. Along with these devils and these heathens. The degenerate city. See, the first part is Judah, the darker brother. Now he's talking to the northern kingdom. How the faithful city had become a harlot. It was full of justice, righteous lodged in it. But now murderers, your silver has become dross, your wine mixed with water. Your princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loves bribes. Yeah, because, the northern kingdom, especially the Paisas, they're known for taking bribes, man, and for intoxicating wine. Fucking Paisas are drunks, man. And, and the silver, yeah, of course, because they worship the Queen of Heaven, the Virgin, the Virgen. Fucking garbage. Everyone likes brides and follows after rewards. They do not defend the fatherless, nor the cause of the widow come before them. Therefore, Yahweh Elohim, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will rid myself of my adversaries and take vengeance on my enemies. I will turn my hand against you and thoroughly purge away your dross and take away all your alloy. I will restore your judges as of the first and your counselors as the beginning. Afterwards you shall be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with justice, and her penitence with righteousness. The destruction of transgressors and of sinners shall be together, and those who forsake Elohim shall be consumed, for they shall be ashamed of the terebinth tree which they have desired. Yeah, terebinth tree, man, is Catholic Christmas, man. And you shall be embarrassed because of the gardens which you have chosen. Yeah, you chose the world over Elohim. For you have been as a terebinth whose leaf fades, and as a garden that has no water. The strong shall be as tinder, and the work of it as a spark. Both will burn together, and no one shall quench them. There you go. You're going to be destroyed now, man. The future house of Elohim, man. That's the one-third remnant, man, who's going to get, redeemed. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, both the darker brother southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Now it shall come to pass in the latter days that the mountain of Elohim's house shall be established on the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow to it. Many people shall come and say, Come, and let us go up to the mountain of Elohim, to the house of the Elohim of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and he shall walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem. He shall judge between the nations and rebuke many people. They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Basically, is that even all these other, like, the good people of the white Edomites or the heathens, whatever, they're going to want to learn the ways of Elohim, and they're going to see salvation before you two-third fucking coon jakes and wicked sellout jakes, man. Now it says the day of Elohim, man, and this is upon us. O house of Jacob, come and let us walk in the light of the Most High. For you have forsaken your people, the house of Jacob, because they are filled with Eastern ways. Yeah, man, Eastern philosophies and shit. They are soothsayers like the Philistines. Yeah, man, like the coastland people, the fucking Greeks and all the Edomites, man. And they are pleased with the children of foreigners. Yeah, man, you're pleased with the wicked ways of Babylon, man. Their land is full of silver and gold. Who's known as silver, man? Catholic, they worship the moon, the Virgin, and the Muslims, man, who worship the crescent moon. And who's the gold? Christian, man, Jesus, the Son of the world, man. And there is no end to their treasures. Their land is also full of horses, and there's no end to their chariots. Their land is also full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. People bow down, and each man humbles himself. Therefore do not forgive them. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust from the terror of Elohim and the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of a man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down. And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall come upon everything proud and lofty, upon everything lifted up, and it shall be brought low, upon all the cedars of Lebanon, and that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, upon every high tower. Yeah, man, that's all you global elites. And upon every fortified wall, upon all the ships of Tarshish. Whoo, talking about, you know, Europe, man. And upon all the beautiful sloops, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be brought low. Yahweh Elohim alone shall be exalted in that day, but the idols he shall utterly abolish. They shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, from the terror of the Most High, and the glory of his majesty, when he rises to shake the earth mightily. In that day a man will cast away his idol of silver and his idols of gold. Yeah, man, the sun and the moon ain't going to do shit for you, which they made, each for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, and to go into the clefts of the rocks, and into the cracks of the rugged rocks. And the terror of Elohim and the glory of his majesty, he will arise to shake the earth mightily. Sever yourself from such a man. Yeah, man, that's what now we're set apart, man. The line in the sand has been drawn, man, from the whole leg and 2/3, man, of our people, man, whose breath is in his nostrils. For of what account is he? Now it says, chapter 3, judgment on Judah and Jerusalem, both the northern and southern kingdom. For behold, the Lord of hosts, takes away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stock and the store, the whole supply, the bread and the whole supply of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the diviner and the elder, the captain of the 50 and the honorable man, the counselor and the skillful artisan, and the expert enchanter. I will give children to be their prince, and babes shall rule over them, and people will be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child will be insolent towards the elder, and the base towards the honorable. When a man takes hold of his brother in the house of his father, saying, you have clothing, you be our ruler, and let these ruins be under your power. In that day he will protest, saying, I cannot cure your ills, for in my house is neither food nor clothing. Do not make me a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem stumbles and Judah is fallen, because their tongues and their doings are against Elohim, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The look on their countenance witness against them, and they declare their sins as Sodom. They do not hide it. Woe to their souls, for they have brought evil upon themselves. Yeah, man, you chose it this way, man. Eastern and Edomite philosophies, man. And basically, worldly religions ain't going to deliver you. It says to the righteous that it shall be well with them, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing. Woe to the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given. As for my people, the children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Yeah, man, this is a queendom, man, and you're fucking out of order, bitch. She runs your fucking life. Coon Jake. All my people, those who lead you, cause you to err and destroy the ways of your path. Yeah, man, you done, man. Oppression and luxury condemn, it says. The Lord stands upon to plead and stands to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the elders of his people and his prince. For you have eaten up the vineyard, the plunder of the poor is in your house. What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the face of the poor, says Yahweh Elohim of hosts. Moreover, the Most High says, because the daughter of Zion are haughty and walk with outstretched necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, making a jiggling with their feet. Therefore the Most High will strike with a scab the crown of the head of the daughter of Zion, and the Most High will uncover their secret parts. In that day, Elohim will take away the finery and jiggling ankles and the scarves and the crescents, and the pendants, the bracelets and the veils, and the headdress and the leg ornaments and the headbands, the perfume boxes, the charms and the rings, the nose jewels, the festal apparels and the mantles, the outer garments, the purses and the mirrors, the fine linen, the turbans and the robes, and so it shall be. Instead of a sweet smell, there will be a stench. Instead of a stash, a rope. Instead of a well set hair, baldness. Instead of rich robe, girdness of sackcloth, and brightness instead of beauty. Your man shall fall by the sword, and your mighty in the war. Her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit on the ground. Basically, you high maintenance bitch. All your jewelry, all your other shit, all the merchandise is gone, man. And all your kunjas is gonna be killed. And in that day 7 women shall behold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food and wear our own apparel. Yeah, you're gonna be pleading to the whole for leg to just feed your ass. High maintenance fucking devil bitches. Only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach. It says, the renown of Zion. In that day the branch of the Most High shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and appealing. For those of Israel who have escaped, that means the 1/3, and it shall come to pass that he who is left in Zion, and remains in Jerusalem will be called holy, everyone who is recorded among the living in Jerusalem. When the Most High has washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and purged the blood of Jerusalem from her midst, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. Whoo! Basically, when he gets rid of you two-third no good fucking sellout kunjiks and wicked ass jigs, then the Most High will create above every dwelling place of Mount Zion and above her assemblies a cloud and smoke by day and the shining of flaming fire by night. God fuck your name, Father. That means Mount Zion is gonna guide us again, man, and be with us, man. For over all the glory there will be a covering. See, man. Thank you, Father. Whew. And there will be a tabernacle for shade in the daytime from the heat, for a place of refuge, and for shelter from the storm and the rain. Thank you, man. That was horrible, deep, man. Go fuck your name. How about Shin? How about Shin? Man. Man, I hope this was edifying, man. Cause exhortation, man. Hey, Akians, man. I love you, man. Keep pushing this, man. Fuck whatever anybody feels, man. Narrow is the path, man. And you know what? Separate yourself, man. Shalom.